So this question is asking us to use the following information. We have 4 different structures. Each of them has, you can see, a benzene ring with 2 chlorides attached. And we're asking which form of halogenated benzene is the most soluble in water. So generally, solubility has to do with whether or not the molecule is polar. So we're going to try to determine the polarity of these molecules. One of the things that you might notice in, for example, compound number 1 is that chlorine, which is very electronegative, the 2 branches are on opposite sides of the benzene ring. So even if they are both pulling on the electrons, the effect would be mostly canceled out. And so that one is not very likely to be the most soluble. If you look at compound number 4, it's actually the same structure. We've changed the orientation of the molecule, but if I were to name both of these structures, I would call this carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And here I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see that I would name both of those structures 1,4-dichlorobenzene. So they're the same structure, so I'm going to rule out 1 and 4 at the same time. If I take a look at the 2 that are left, number 2 has the chlorines on carbon 1 and 3, and number 3 has the chlorines on number 1 and 2. And we could number the rest of the carbons if we wanted to. And so I'm trying to decide which of those would be more polar. Since in structure number 3, the 2 chloride branches are on the same side of the benzene ring, due to the electronegativity of chlorine, that side of the molecule would be more polar. And so the best choice for this question is structure number 3, which means C is the answer.